and status. You must reverence God, the Creator. You must be devoid of every religious challenges. There is nothing like I am a Christian, I am a Muslim, I am a Buddhist, I am this, I am that. But let me say the word I borrow from our brother, St. John. Chapter 1, verse 12. He said, as many as received him, he gave them the power to become the sons of God. The Muslim believe in God, the Christian believe in God, the Buddhists believe in God, even the worst evangelists believe in God. I used to see one evangelist in my town. Before he would do anything herbal. How many of you know what is called a kokoro? Illicit gin. He will carry the illicit gin, walk it on the ground, say, oh God, you are God. You are not the God of drink, but I pour it to the God of the ground. But you that is up there, you are not a God of drink. I am only giving this one to the God of the ground. Which means he recognizes the omnipotent, the omnipresence, and the omniscience. Any group that does not believe in the omnipotency of our God, it is left for that person. I had a prof in my department. I told you something sometime. The act of believing in one God is called monotheism. What do I call it? Monotheism. Guys, you understand that you have just one true God. And the act of believing in more than one God is called polytheism. What do I call it? Polytheism. It therefore means you are serving dual gods. And then the act of not believing in any God or creator is called atheism. What do I call? Atheism. That means you don't believe in any creation. And so, this man was an atheist. A man that practices atheism is an atheist. And the man that practices monotheism is a monotheist. And the one that practices polytheism is a polytheist. Put your hands together for me. And then he was telling me, I don't believe in God. I said, why? What about the nation? And he said, he began to bring the epic lectures that man was formed from the rock. That the rock grew by the island. And then as the rock grows by the island, a bigger rock fall somewhere and came and hit the smaller rock and they became pieces. And from that time, they begin to grow into human form. That was one school of thought. The other school of thought argued, say no, that man grew up as an epic. How many of you know epic? Something like a monkey. And that as it was growing alongside with the tree. As the tree was growing, the thing was also growing. It was helping it to grow. From the idioms they were. And he used to climb. As he used to climb the branches of the tree, he will be seated on the branches. And as he continued sitting on the branches, the tails were being chopped off by the peels of the tree. Until as he's learning how to carry hand, he became human. And And when you look at gorilla, at chimpanzee, they look like me. And they believe that. So, in this two school of thoughts, they came to an inference. If I say inference, I'm referring to a conclusion that there was no creator anywhere. While they were still talking, the God that always know how to mesmerize a man that said there is no God. According to our brothers, David, he said, in Bible we call it David, in Quran we call it Dauda, the room of old. It is the same name. In Bible we call it Moses, in Quran we call it Musa. So, God that knows what to do, as we were still talking, I don't know what happened to his chair. The thing broke, and my prof fell down flat, and he shouted, "Oh my God!" I said, "Prof, when did you remember God? What happened?" I just said you mentioned God. Have you listened to your name? He said, "Did I mention God?" I said, "Yes." You just say, "Oh my God." Prof, with me, you know there is God. Right from that day, I was able to win Professor Nathaniel. Because he knew now that there is God. So let me run up by telling you that there is God. Whatever anybody does to another person, have that fear that there is God. And this God is seeing you. The tree that are dancing, and you call it a tree, has an eye, has a voice. And whatever you do to somebody in the dark, the tree will bear witness. Of course, when the brother to Abel, what was his name? Killed the brother, nobody was there. But I overheard God say, the blood of your brother is speaking. And he bear witness that you killed him. So any evil done by man to man will be redressed. If not now, certainly later. If not by man, but by God. So, whenever I hear people say, our president is bad, I continue to tell you that is the same way you are bad. The president is even better. You are bad. And I am going to explain. Because by the time those of you that are selling in the market, you buy rice, local rice, 9,000 naira a bag, and you want again a profit of 20,000. If you sell a cup of rice at 150, some people 170. If that bag of rice is 9,000, then you have to calculate how many cups are in the bag. Some 120, some 110. Divided by, you will find out that the rice will be at least 75 naira or 80 naira. But one person will sell it for 150. Is it the president that asked them to do that? No. Somebody will go and buy ampicillin. The other one is called what? The other antibiotic. Ampiclos. Bicham ampiclos. They are selling it for 1,200. Some people 1,000. Some people 1,500. Meanwhile, you buy this drug at the rate of 600 naira, and you come and sell it 1,000. 1,002. Is it the president? In one drug, you will calculate how much that you go to Abuja and buy the drugs, and then you say, "I'm putting my transport." What kind of transport? Were you paying transport in each of the drugs? It is because we are not saving ourselves. For the fact that somebody has asked you to put your hand into fire, and then you want to go and put your hand into fire. I refuse to be like others people. If I buy something 10 naira, if I add 50 gobo to it or 5 naira to it, it's okay. I won't want to eat all the game today. But small. Look at landlords and landlady. I don't know how much they take houses here, but in Calabar, that is a huge business. Some of you are looking for investment. Come and invest into house estates in Calabar. 1 bedroom flat. 1 bedroom flat in Calabar. I say 1 bedroom flat in Calabar is 270,300 for 1 bedroom. Now 1 room self-content, if there is stars and everything, 1 room self-content is 150,000. I mean self-content. Then if you are looking for 3 bedroom flat, then prepare for 1,000 or 1 million. Is it supposed to be so? After that, it is a self-content. They first they do everything. You still come to pay for toilet. What were you paying for? In the first place, the landlord will tell you you have to pay toilet fee of 50,000. And then, if you have 3 children, the toilet fee will be according to the numbers of the people that you are dependent in the house. That's what is happening. And then, if you are staying in a public compound, and then you have 3 dependents or 5 with you, you cannot pay the same toilet fee as the people that have 2 dependents in Calabar. And then you must pay 2 years. Yes, you are coming for the first time to rent a house. Then you must pay 2 years fee. And then you pay agency fee. And you pay toilets. Then you will pay for lights. If this Oga was the first person to tap light to this house, let's assume Oga here is staying here, then I'm just coming in. Oga brought NEPA lights. As I come to tap from that pole that Oga here fix here to my house, I have to pay Oga 100,000 because he's the one that brought the pole to this place. Is it the president that is asking you to do that? Let us be sincere to ourselves. The president is a human being himself. Every human being has their own lapses. And so, but let us not push everything on him. Because the problem of a man is a man himself. Whenever we learn to be sincere to our very self, then the country will be fine. It is not everybody that is bad. You have hand, you have left. Why don't you go out there and sell pure water? You have any justification why you should go? Somebody is selling pure water and bring 10 naira to the house. You go in the night and hit his door and say, bring that money. Last week, Thursday, I was in Otomo as a police barrack in Calabar. Anyway, that is where there is a canal, very big canal, like that barrack. The sea department of the Nigerian police is by that place. A human being that was created by God was pregnant for 9 months, and she didn't know that she was pregnant for 9 months. And she waited until she gave birth to a baby. A beautiful, when I said fine, handsome baby boy. The rain was falling on Thursday, serious. Early in the morning, she brought a baby that she gave birth to that morning and threw into the canal. When you go to that place, you see water is bubbling like candy down. And she has the heart to dump a newborn baby into that place. I was with my wife. We were looking for how we can bring out this baby. Where she put this child is a place that even Supati, that man that used to the show is strong. You know that strong? You know strong? Yes. That DS, whether DSTV or whatever. You see that person? Yes. Even you carry that person and put in that place, the water will take that person. That water take from that place to the sea. He dumped that baby there. And as the water was bubbling, the child was crying. Something was telling me that the voice of this child was, my mother, what have I done to you? Why have you done this to me? If you don't want me, why can't you leave me by the roadside? Let the good Samaritan come and pick me. Why do you terminate my life? The Constitution of Nigeria says I have a right to live. Why do you kill me? What is my sin? What is my crime? Do you know that I am the next president of this country if Christ tarry? Do you know that I may be the next governor of Cross River State if Christ tarry? Do you know I may be a destiny helper to people? Why do you kill me? And the woman was plucking leaf into her ear and killed the child. When we bring this child out, blood was coming out from the nose to ear. Everything is already dead. And my wife was lying, saying, if she had known she would have brought this baby to me, I would take care of this baby. How I wish we met this baby alive. We try our best to rescue. And I ask question, is it the president that is still telling her to do that? We should try to be a good citizen. Let's leave the blame game. Let us blame ourselves in everything. God told Adam, look, I have given you everything. Look at this tree. The day you eat it, that is the day you die. And when he did not listen, is it God's business? He warned him. I ask you, you go and bring rat poison and keep it in the house and tell your children, you see this is rat poison. If you eat it, because I put in bread, you will die. And your child hear it. You left. You want to do scientific experiment. And if he dies, to God be the glory. Hello. Let's try to be saints. Let us live. Let us not become religious bygone. I'm not a religious bygone. Every day, everywhere I go, I tell you I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I am not a Buddhist. I am not this and that. I am a son of God. Because he said, as many as believe in him, he gave them the power to become the sons of God. And not a Christian or Muslim. The moment we begin to understand this, the better for us. We have a good Christian, we have a good Muslim. We have a bad Christian, we have a bad Muslim. As far as it is human being, we have good and bad. Who are you? Are you a good man? Are you a good citizen? Think about it. God bless us all. Let me use this opportunity in the same vein to please ask for one favor. I don't have the money that people have, but every day I'll be driving around town, and wherever I go, I will always do something. Is either I will see the beggars, I will see the blind, I will see the less privileged, and I will take care of them. I have rehabilitated so many. I was driving and I saw a young guy, a middle age of about close to 30 years. He was frying, they call it manpower. It means granite and maize or corn. He put it in a showcase. When others were joining cultism, he was selling that thing, walking on the road. So as I was coming back from town, myself and my wife, I saw this guy and I cleared. I bought the manpower. It's not manpower actually that I wanted. I asked him, what do you do? He said, I used to ride Okada. And when the government stopped Okada, I decided to do this so that I don't go to steal. I said, okay. How much do you always do in a day? He said, I started with 500 naira. I said, all right. How much do you think can push this? He said, if I have up to 2,000, I I will be happy. I said, okay, no problem. I just love you. You know what? I removed my card, complimentary card. I gave to him. I said, put the thing again for me. And he put. My wife gave him 2,000 like he requested. Then we now asked him to see us in the house. And he came and said, what type of work would you want to learn? He said he wants to repair generators. Okay. We will take care of you. How much? Go and find out where and how much. We don't know where he comes from. And today, he's enjoying. Everybody now is asking him to come and repair generator. He's a mobile repairer. He goes from house to repair. We have sent so many to go and learn welder or welding, so many things in our own small capacity. There are people that have money more than us. They spend in the hotel with women, and some of them are dying in the hotel. God will help us. At the end of this convocation, I want you to think, what can you show? Because the project I want us to do, I told Nasarawa, go and find out where there are less privileged, destitute home. They told me they have some destitute home. I told them we are going to visit that place, and then we will look for either 1 or 3 or 4 less privileged to pay school fee for them. These were here that we are registered. Myself and my wife, we have registered more than 20 persons that we register exam for. We pay for exam. We just go and crop them out and we pay for it. And we pay for exams. It doesn't matter who. I told my wife the day this thing will speak for us, nobody will know. Because I have children. Anything you do in this life, understand that you have a generation. What you sow, that is what you will do. So at the end, we will think, what can we put in? It's not everybody that should go into mission. Your money can also go into mission. I will still come up and ask for your help. Meanwhile, for now, I want to retire. Thank you and God bless you.